Hey guys, and welcome to an AI only battle on Civ 5, and this is my first one, and we're going to be doing some awesome stuff. But firstly, I just wanted to say I'm doing this because I want to, and I really like watching AI only battles, and I have a YouTube channel, so why not do one? I'm trying not to copy anyone that's done one before. There's one YouTuber who I know does them, who I really like, who I sort of try to take inspiration from, but I'm definitely not going to try to copy him in any way, if that's possible. So that's why I'm doing this campaign with some cool mods, like the big ones, the historical spawn dates mod. That's what's going to be unique about this, although we are on a yet not another Earth map pack, which you will be familiar with from my Afghanistan series. We're on a world map. This is just a map of Europe. We're using the historical spawn dates, which spawns in civs in the year they came around. Now, I did have a quick thing to talk about. The rest of the mods are not important at the moment. Aggressive and expansive just means they'll do more fun stuff, hopefully. And the growing borders one's just one I like. I don't even know if it works, to be honest. But Info Addict is how we'll pick our winner. Although Domination Victory is on, we'll just skip it if someone gets one early. Say if Egypt just built up stuff, took out Babylon, because they're the only civs in the world at the moment. We'll just skip that until another civ spawns in. But because that happened before, because Babylon didn't spawn in, because I've did it a bit wrong, but it's all set up fine now. So the Middle Eastern civs tend to appear first. I did have the choice of Egypt, Babylon, or Assyria. I had to pick one of them to spectate as, because they are the three civs that start the game on turn 1, and if you don't pick one of them, it sort of skips through the turns without you having to click next turn. It just does it for you until your chosen civ picks in. I also removed Venice from the game just because they'll get in the way of Rome, and there's no city-states for them to buy in this giant map, which includes Northern Africa, all the way up to Scandinavia, which isn't connected to Europe. It's got its own special wonders and stuff. Lots of land for Russia maybe to go into in the future. And finally, the difficulty we are on is Emperor, so these early game civs don't become too strong. I say it's all an experiment, and it's all going to be a super fun campaign. So far, Egypt and Babylon are the only civs, and I believe they will be for a little while, probably until Rome or Greece come around, probably around the year 2000 BC. So this is all based up here. We see 3800 BC. But as long as we have two strongish civs, that will be nice, because I did a trial run of this mod to make sure it all worked and stuff, and Assyria basically conquered a huge line from like the Arabian Peninsula to Finland modern day, and just cut Russia and Asia off from Africa and Europe. And although Egypt was super strong, I think they took out Babylon, but Egypt was like really strong, like better ahead science, but at the same time they only like had 4 cities, while Assyria had about 16. But we can see what their units are doing, what text they've got and stuff, so it should be nice. Egypt already exploring the Sahara here after 15 turns. Babylon doing stuff of it. We should notice when a new civ spawns, it will tell us in the corner that they've reached a new era, because the new civs do get advantages with the eras they're in. They do tend to spawn ahead, and we'll also see at the bottom as we can just go through these turns nice quickly, because nothing's really happening at the moment. I mean, Babylon's just moving its warriors around. Egypt is working some of its tiles. It's a good few wonders here. Did I just say okay, Golden Age is dawned for me. Egypt has got the first Pantheon up, and then I'm playing as Assyria. I just have a little nuclear submarine hidden in the corner. That is how you do these games, or how I know to do these AI only battles. And we're just going to watch the AI battle it out, and I'm going to give my commentary on what's going on in the world. And already we have Egypt looking a lot stronger than Babylon, although Babylon's got its unique units quite early. These two probably haven't met each other yet. We can see everything, but the civs still can't see everything. There is in a normal game, just with no human player to them, pretty much. I mean, Greece, and they're already all the way into, Greece. I was going to say, this is Italy. And it's going to be interesting. And there we go, Greece just popped up. So, third civ in the campaign. So, they're only 30 turns behind, which is actually quite a lot. But the strong civs sort of here will be cut off by Greece, Rome, I think Byzantium as well. The sort of, I'd say you've got the strong civs here, and then you've got like medium strength civs will spawn up here, and then the weaker civs in Europe won't really be affected by a civ like Egypt. I have got random personalities on, so we're going to see different civs being expansive to who you'd expect to be expansive. So Egypt, second city, Memphis, that's actually pretty near to, I believe, where it historically actually was for once. I saw a good film about Egypt, like ancient Egypt, the other day. Exodus, Gods and Kings, where like the two brothers, or I don't know if they're brothers, but they're like, they act like they're brothers. I don't know if they're really brothers. I definitely know they don't think they were brothers in like the Bible stories and stuff and the Egyptian stories. But it was Exodus, Gods and Kings. I don't know if they were brothers, but whatever, they were always together. And like one would turn out to be Moses, and the other one was like the king of Egypt. And then he freed the Jewish people and brought them over here somewhere. Wait, no. I swear Jerusalem's up here. What am I on about? So Ramses is already in the classical era. Babylon's got their second settler out, and Greece is just sitting here. It does see Greece did spawn with a settler and stuff and 4 population, so they get a helping hand. These new civs that spawn in, but it's just be interested to see how it works. Some civs as well, sadly, will miss out like on spawning in the test run. I know Austria in here did not make the cut. There was no space for them to settle, and they sort of got squished by borders. I believe the Netherlands just didn't spawn at all. But that might happen. Greece, second city already. So you see the civs get big bonuses. And Egypt already on a third settler. So Egypt are looking very strong already. Rome, I believe, will be next. But we've already gone through 50 turns. So as you can see, we go through the start quick. But then towards the mid-game of this campaign, for these guys here and Greece, at the moment, lots of new stuff. Greece, 3 cities already. So you can see on... That's in 20 turns. So Emperor difficulty looks like a good difficulty to go with. Be interesting to see if Greece allows Byzantium to spawn. Because if they come here and take Constantinople, they will control the Black Sea. Egypt, a third city already. But there's nothing too much to commentate on, like on what's going on, talk about them, because none of these civs, well, they have met each other probably now, all of them. Not sure if Egypt will have met Babylon and vice versa, because Egypt's scout was like all the way up there. But once they start to border each other, that's when we know something's going on. So for now, we're just going to sort of skip ahead through a 4th Greek settler. So we've got a very expansive Greece, as you'd expect. Be interesting to see 1480 BC. It's now going at 40 years a turn. We have 4 Egyptian cities now. They've got one on the Mediterranean. And Babylon's still sitting with 2, but he's going for his sciencey stuff. But you can't win a victory, I want to say. The only one I've left on is domination. I doubt anyone will get a domination victory. Any new civs going to spawn soon? Byzantium and Rome, I believe, in the next historically. Maybe Arabia as well. Yeah, that's a shout, actually. Arabia may actually spawn in. But if you enjoy this series, just let me know. If you want to leave a prediction for who you think will win the series in the end, basically it will be decided on the info addicts here that I like to use, where we'll have the world rankings and stuff, and the top 5 at the end of, when we end the campaign. We'll get the one that comes first will get 5 points, the one that comes 5th will get 1 point, in ascending order in there. And basically whoever has the most points will win the campaign. But as you can see, Egypt may dominate this campaign. I have no idea. This is just a trial with this mod to see what it's like and how it works. Who knows how bad this is going to go. But it'll be fun to watch, you know, as there's more little civs up here and as they unite. Because when my game with the Syria, they got to, well, I watched it and they got, there's a trial and they got to 16 cities. A huge coalition found against them. And even though they were super strong, well ahead in techs, so many civs were fighting them on so many fronts, including a very strong Egypt. Oh my, 7 Egyptian cities. Okay, well, the Songhai, Morocco, Carthage, even Babylon, who are not expanding and have their work cut out for them. But Greece continuing to expand a bit. 5 cities now. It's going to just be an interesting, fun game to see what happens. And there we go, Rome into the game. They're not any threat at the moment from being invaded. They can go cover Italy and cities. You know, there is time for these other civs. I have no idea how long this campaign is going to last. I'm going to be honest, it could be 4 episodes if we realise that Egypt has settled all of Africa. because they've got another settler out. Egypt is pumping stuff out, but they fall apart quickly, these empires. Like Egypt is not going to be able to keep up happiness. If we check the happiness quickly, Egypt happiness, I mean they're 15 techs up, which puts them first. Happiness, where's happiness? 5. So they're starting to drop. They're going to be unable to... Oh, so not Byzantium, but Carthage, the next civ in. I forgot about them. Or I forgot that they spawn soon. With Rome here as well. That'll be interesting to see how these guys get along, because they obviously hated each other in real life. I think they had lots of wars with each other. People, Greece already exploring up here, and as if you've been watching my Afghanistan campaign, you will know Greece like to settle towards these lands, but like the time for processing turns is going to slow down. Everything is more civs spawning. Carthage, already 3 cities. So you can see Carthage and Rome will have spawned in with big boosts, which is going to help them keep up with Greece and Egypt and so on. Because Carthage spawned with 2 settlers, everyone else spawned with the best one. And then we go Babylon, getting a coastal city on the Mediterranean. So all the civs so far are around the Mediterranean, which is interesting. Greece have got a few cities there. Egypt have got 1 now, although still settling massively. Although when you look at this real map, that is about all modern day Egypt, like up to here. And most of these desert tiles aren't worth too much. I mean, what pantheon did Egypt get up? Let's have a look. Who's got pantheons anyway? Wait, beliefs. Only Egypt, and they got sun god, which I mean may help them, but we don't know. They have got desert folklore. They would have been running away with this campaign already. But let's see. So Carthage, already 3 cities. That's a strong thing. And there we go. Egypt building the pyramids. They had to. Wrong city, I presume. But yep, Thebes should have been this city, but never mind. And we're about to hit turn 100. So as you can see, this campaign, the early game is going to fly through, like I said. But once all the major Western European civs start to spawn in, it's going to change. I mean, it's still 450 BC if you look at it years wise. So who knows? Rome with a 3rd settler. So you know, Rome will be able to keep up with Greece, I think. And it's just going to be interesting to watch. But we have to keep an eye a bit more around what's going on, because Egypt, medieval era. So we could probably try to get to turn 150 this video. Just see who spawns in religion. Okay, Egypt has founded Islam, the first religion of the campaign. So already we've got religions being founded, and that's interesting. We're interested to see how Babylon and Egypt get on, because they're going to be... I assume Babylon will eventually overtake Egypt science-wise, although I don't know now. Egypt just looks super strong. And Greece looks strong as well. But will Rome ever be able to take on Greece? Who knows? We're going to find out about this mod. I mean, this is just sort of a trial series thing. If it does not go 100% well, we can... But you do like these AI-only battle things, and my take on them, then... and me commentating on them, I guess, then I can do more. Like, you know, if you want to see more. But it's not going to be a fixed thing. Like, I'm not going to be doing them all the time. It'll be an occasionally series thing. I'll be doing this, an occasion, yeah. Like, I might be doing it for a month, then I stop for a month, and then a different series the next sort of month. And there we go, the Celts. These guys could be really strong, actually, the Celts. So they spawned with a great engineer. They did not get a settler, so I assume what you get is based on where you spawn, because the Celts, they got a pantheon up in 1 turn just from their special belief ability in these forests. Oh, they did get a settler, so they're going to be pretty dominant on the British Isles. So Stonehenge in 1 turn, so that shows how effective these civs are going to be. And the Celts could be strong. We've got another Roman city, so they're only 1 behind Greece now. Surprised Byzantium hasn't spawned. There's a chance I may have like forgotten to put a civ in, which will make me feel really stupid, but there is always that chance. But maybe they just haven't been around at 25 AD. That's still early. There's no barbarians or anything, because they just really hamper the AI. They don't know how to deal with it. And there's no ruins, I can't remember what they're called, ancient ruins, because if you have them on, well, it's just going to become too, like, OP. There's going to be civs that Egypt will grab them all before anyone else. And there we go, Attila the Huns, another civ. No one really near him, which gives him a huge advantage, not having anyone near him. And these new civs are getting pantheons up. Babylon have not got a pantheon up. Greece, I want to say, have not. Rome haven't. You know, the Celts have just got a second city up as well. Dublin, here in sort of northern modern day England. I don't want to sound stupid, but like I'd say these tiles here represent the border. Not 100% sure, even though I live in England. Sort of here. Wait, no. Here. I don't know. Okay, Babylon. Just building swordsmen, composite bowmen. Egypt. They've got the Great Wall around 4 cities. Wow. But they don't have a large military, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure if we look right now, world rankings, military, Egypt are 4th, Rome, Babylon, Greece, they're all bigger. So it's going to be big to see who does well. I mean, Attila here spawned with horses. Look, Attila is 3rd production-wise, and he spawned in last out of everyone we've got right now. So that shows you it's balanced. I wouldn't say it's super balanced. I'd say Egypt, if I was going to pick a winner, and I will, who I pick, who I think is going to win at the end of this episode, I'm still thinking it'll be one of the spawn civs. I think I'm going to go for a random one. I don't know why. I'm just going to go all out and say, you know, I'm going to say the Huns. I'm going to give it to the Huns. They're normally expansive. I mean, I don't know how they'll play in this. The aggressive and expansive mod is on. Where have they sent their settler? Wait, do they not have one? Everyone gets one, surely. I don't know where they've sent their settler, the Huns, but they should have one. But yeah, I'm going to go for the Huns to win. If you can pick the winner, as there we see Byzantium spawning with a 6 population capital, and the classical era, I believe that puts them scientifically ahead of Egypt. But obviously, Egypt will catch up quickly, and the other civs as well. But as more civs spawn in, you see the other civs change like their way they're doing. Because Egypt at the moment can be all this expansive civ and go wherever they want. But once the Songhai and Morocco are here, they're going to be different. And same goes, civs that just sit there and park sort of the bus. Babylon, as a football term, but Babylon just sort of sitting here, no worries. Once Egypt get nearer, once Arabia spawn, once the Ottomans spawn, these guys are going to start having to do stuff, and you will see them becoming more expansive. And there we go, a second Byzantium city. Again, 2 tiles apart. They can do that with this mod, which means you can see a lot of cities. Oh, and I think we're heading for our first war towards the end of this episode. Greece versus Rome. I think it's going to go terribly for Greece, but who knows. And there we go, Denmark have also spawned up here. So again, they're going to be able to control a lot of Scandinavia over Sweden, possibly, just spawning that bit earlier. The Huns did not appear to get another settler, which is kind of worrying since they're my pick, but I'm sure they'll build one soon. And there we go, France. So civs are popping up all over the place now. And see, France gets 2 settlers, so I assume it's balanced on location, this mod. I'm not 100% sure on that. So obviously the Huns not getting any, but they are a long distance, even from Byzantium, if you count across tiles. So, it's going to be interesting to see. But, like I said, we're rattling through at quite a pace. So, but we shouldn't miss too much going on, because not that much is going on. I don't know if I left city raising on. It's a bit late to worry about that now. But, hopefully I didn't have it on. No city raising. There we go. That just keeps the map nice and neat. Doesn't leave holes. And there we go. Catholicism's been founded by the Celts. Carthage, see, they're just happy to settle here with 3 cities and not grow anymore. But soon, they will... Okay, Greece is moving back again as Rome moved some of its units up. But you'll soon see them as more civs or Rome come maybe and start to put colonies in Africa and stuff, that they will stop. Denmark, second city, there we go. France, going for 2 cities. The Huns, not got their settler up yet, but hopefully they will. Obviously Russia's going to be here probably next few years. It's 600 AD. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoy this style video. As I said, if you leave a comment in the winner who you think is going to win, you can, like I said, I don't want to copy anyone, can just say who you think is going to win. If you pick right, maybe something will happen. I don't know right now, but maybe might get a shout out. I'm not 100% certain yet. But if you are enjoying this, or have enjoyed this video and are looking forward to this series, then let me know in the comments. Let me know what I can do to improve it. And be sure, as always, to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.